Hey, I am Imran, Web Squadron. Hope you're all okay. I'm doing okay. It's very unrelentingly non-stop at the moment, and I know you hear me say this a lot all the time, but because I've added on pressure on myself to make sure I get my Elementor web design course done, I really want to get it done basically, I want to have it up and ready by Monday. So I've done all the recordings, I've done the editing, and I just need to stitch it together. And hey, Johnny, how you doing? Good to see you. And I just need to now build out the presentation of the course. I'm still umming and ahhing about my pricing of it. I'm still umming and ahhing because I want to make it accessible to people around the world, but at the same time you don't want to undervalue, and there is this big danger with if you make it too low, people undervalue it themselves, or they underappreciate what's gone into it, or they kind of go, well, someone else is charging $200 for the same course, or $300, and you're charging it, so why should we trust you? And so there is a bit of a competitiveness that streaks in with, well, how do you market yourself? And you can almost argue it's like with web design. Hey, Fabrico. Hey, Gene. Hey, Dave. B Informatica. So when it comes to this web design course, at the moment, I'm latching onto a price of $99 is what I'm latching onto. I feel like I could go higher. I definitely know I could go higher. The amount of time that's gone into it. Seriously, the amount of time of recording, editing, planning, building it all up. I could easily go to $200, but I think that I am making it less attractive for a lot of people from Asian countries, from African countries. And I'm not trying to be stereotypical here, but it's very true in terms of when you look at the value of the dollar or the British pound against other currencies or what they're using. So at the minute, I'm latching on to $99. Of course, for all of you on the live chat and the web squadron there will be an early bird price, which will be lower than $99. That you can be sure of. But I do think that by going above $99, there's going to be a lot of people put off by it. And if you go too low, you're massively undervaluing what you're putting out there. By the way, the $99 will also give you the template kit as well. And I can give you a sneak peek. Actually of what the website looks like. So let me get this right. No, I can't. Yes, I can. I can give you a quick sneak peek. So this is going to be a super duper quick sneak peek of the website. So let's get into it, and boom, here it is. So the tutorial is basically going to be covering this website over here, and there are other pages as well, blog pages, and boom, that's all I'm going to show of it. But hey Raja, how you doing? Thank you very much, Fabrica. I'm glad you agree with the 99 global pricing. You get the full template kit. So as part of the $99 or whatever is the early bird price, you get the full template kit. So it's the settings, the back end, the front end, the pages, the header template, the footer template, all of that, the whole thing is all bundled into one. So you can either just modify what you get because you might like it, or you can, as you're watching the video, go and click and you'll see the numbers and the values. So you got no excuse not to work along in a way, rather than working from scratch, rather than me saying, yeah, here's the font, here's the hex color, here's the images. No, you get everything. You get all the images, all the SVGs, everything, all bundled into one. Okay, and I think that's quite a good little extra that's bundled into there. Samarjit, when you come with ACF with real estate website tutorial, the thing is though, Samar, you've not commissioned me. Thing is, though, Summer, if I showed you my list of things I want to do, that is nowhere near the top. It's on there, but you have to remember the amount of time it would take. Because for me, it's like, Summer, is it just basically I just want to show listings and I want to have a filter system and all of that? Do you want to show the properties on a map? If you want to show the properties on a map, we have to think a little bit more. Do you want to be able for users to go, who's going to do the entry, you or the users? If you're thinking about a user, now we've got to think about some membership that's got to be built in. So there's all these caveats. So for me, Samar, it's like, look, Samar, are you going to pay me $2,000 to go away, research and create? Probably not. So your priority is down there. That's the truth of it, my friend. Funny story is, for about 2 weeks, a company of a plugin, I'm not going to mention them. No, I'll give you a clue, but I won't. But I'm not going to say yes or no to the name. They're a multi-vendor plugin, and they want me to do some videos on it. And exactly, Rajat, real estate websites are a headache. So, Samar, for me even to consider it, properly consider it, I need to know what needs to be covered. Because there's different variables. Map, no map. User does it, or does the admin add it? Can the user edit it, or can the admin edit it? Can the user save properties? So all of these things start to kick in. Yeah, exactly, Fabrico. Front-end submissions. Or is it all back-end? So the admin has full-on control over what goes on. You could argue that maybe the admin should do it, because you don't want to have rubbish-looking images. You know, typos, incorrect details not filled out. Anyway, back to, what was I talking about? Yes, so this multi-vendor plugin, I told them how much it would cost if they wanted me to spend time creating a video. They then said, look, can we come down a bit? We can do this price. And I then said, okay, fine. You know what? I'll come down for you. But for me to come down, you need to now tell me exactly what you want me to cover off. So give me some step-by-steps. Give me a video. Give me something so I don't have to research. And then I will record and build it my way. I'll do it my way. But I need to now, if you're not going to pay the full price, you need to pay the research time. And I'm going to bring this back into web design in a moment, everyone. If they then said, yeah, okay, 1 week goes by and they sent me an email with the instructions. And this is literally all they said. We want you to tell users how good this is. We want you to show users how to use it. We want you to show users how to connect XYZ. And I was literally like, that's a blurb. That's a synopsis. That is not the steps. If you want me to do this, I need the steps. If you're not going to give me the steps, I'm not going to bust a gut to do anything. Yeah, and you haven't even paid me yet, so I owe you nothing. So look, back over to you. Now, I want to bring this back to web design, and I hope you understand what I'm going to say here. If you're working with a client and you have a price and the price comes down a bit, you must make sure that they give you what you want, right? So if they've negotiated a bit, fine, but now they need to give you the images, the wording, what are the keywords. They need to give you everything so you don't think, you just build. Boom, 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 boom. You just build it out, fly through it. If, however, they still expect you to do all the thinking, you need to charge them up. So when I do my price breakdown, and I go, here's your price, but here's the breakdown, and there's a price per item. It's all itemized. And in there will be web design, the actual designing of the wireframes, the actual maybe obtaining the images, maybe writing up some of the content. And they sometimes will come back and say, oh, that's too much. I go, fine. You supply the content. You supply the images. And this is what I kind of do when people come over to me and go, hey, could you help us out with a video? Here's the price. You want a lower price? Then you need to tell me exactly what you want. And you know what? They're never able to do that. And I can never understand, why is it, if you're the owner of the product, You can't even put together proper instructions over what you want to have covered. Rajat, in the USA, you have a totally different system for loading real estate. Ah, got it, Rajat. Samir, like filter option, property details, and custom search bar using ACF. Right, okay. Yeah, but again, Samar, what about the map? Doesn't a real estate website need a map? Wouldn't you agree? Like a map? Yeah? And the filter option. So you'd want to probably be using like, but pretty simple, Samar, I can tell you. You need to use Grid Builder. But like I said, Samar, are you going to pay me $2,000 to go and spend time researching? Because that's going to probably take up 2 or 3 days of my time. Probably not. So at the moment, I have to prioritize my web design clients. Got a new project starting next week, which is another reason why I want to get this done. Hey, George. Which is another reason why I want to get this web design course all built out. And at the moment, sneak peek again, I'm still in the process of building out the actual Learn with Web Squadron websites. There's going to be a Learn with Web Squadron website. I'm still working on that. And then I've got to build the course pages and blah, 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 blah. All of that. So I don't make it, I almost make it hard for myself. Don't worry, George. I mean, I've reduced the number of lives, George. We're in the same boat, right? It is endless. And even now, I've done a bit, and then I've gone, right, I'll do the live, and then I'll jump back in and do a bit more. Hey, friendly girl, how you doing? And then I'll jump back in to do a bit more on this Learn with Web Design course that I'm building out. I'm currently working on the homepage. Yes, there's not a lot of color. Yes, I haven't added in loads of stuff. There will be something that goes here. I'm just building out some of the chunks at the moment with stuff, layout. But I really, really want to get this done by Friday so I can just double check everything works and then release it over Monday. Release it on Monday. Johnny, did you ask a question, Johnny? Sorry, I've missed that. What's this, Johnny? Have I missed your question? Ah, okay. Sorry, Johnny. I did miss your question. I'm building a website. Should contain a set to box or full screen as it looks a bit strange on bigger screen. Okay, Johnny. Okay, right. So, Johnny, let me show you. Okay. Let me show you a website I did, right? Let me show you a website I did for someone. And this might make a little bit more sense if I can get this open. Open sesame. Right, okay. Oh, hold on. What's going on? Yeah, okay, right. So let me show you. Okay, so here's a website that I built. But the user then went and changed it, okay? And this is why I think you have to be careful over how you build, okay? So let me try and get an example for you. I don't think I can because, wait, right. So this is a website that we built I think it was about January time, January or February. So here's the website. And this is boxed, okay? Can you see here that even though I extend it, I know this moves a little bit, but when you look at it, the content here in the middle kind of stays where it is. It stays where it is. The trouble is, though, is that the website owner, the client, then went and did this, and I don't look after the website. They then went and made their website full width. Can you see this bit here? Look at the gap you have here and here. And as I extend the screen, can you see it just starts to go like the side thing there just starts to whiz out of the screen. And things start, I mean, look, this in the middle is boxed width, right? This is boxed width. So no matter how much you stretch, it stays in context, right? And then the sizing goes down to responsive. So if you are building out a website, and that was a very long, stupid explanation I did there. If you're building out a website, if you know you're going to have like loads of content, you can get away with full width. If you're going to do a full banner, you can get away with full width. If it's an image that stretches, but the content inside of the full width should still be boxed in terms of the wording. Otherwise, your words will go like that, you know. Look, let me show you over here, right? So this container that I'm working on at the moment, right? If I go to this container and I make this be a full width, okay? So this is now full width, right? Look what happens when I do this. Look at the wording, look at the image. Everything starts to stretch out, and the image and the wording, everything just kind of starts to, you know, it all starts to it messes up the look I'm going for. If I go for a boxed width like that, it doesn't matter that I get loads of white space on the left and right. That's kind of negligible because my content is working. So it very much depends on your content, Johnny. Oh, Friendly Girl, just read what you said. Yep, I had to go for another appointment on Thursday, and it wasn't until Friday night my back felt okay. So it took a really while to sort that out. Hey, Richard, how you doing? Okay, George, is it Ocean WP? I reckon. Hey? I mean, George, it's such a funny one, right? Yeah, we built out the website. It looked brilliantly, and then the client then took it over, and that's fine. We're not paid for maintenance. And they started dropping in full width and stuff, and it's like, you've ruined the perfection that we had there. Johnny, it's not a stupid question. It's not just a stupid question at all. Hey, Eric, how you doing? Summer, I have one more question. When I create a custom header using Elementor Pro, an Elementor Kit, sticky header, but not... I don't use Elementor Kit's add-on, so I can't comment on that. And I don't use sticky header effects for Elementor Kits, so I can't comment on it. My question to you would be, is why are you using Elementor Kits? Tell me why you're using Elementor Kits if you've got Elementor Pro. Yeah? You got Elementor Pro. Why do you need Elementor Kits? Is it for the mega menu? Hey, Claudius. How you doing? You recently moved between states. You've been super busy. Thank you for... Yes, thank you. Hit 30K. Big achievement. I actually thought that we wouldn't hit 30K, not 50, 30K until sort of like maybe middle of 2024. So to be hitting 30K now, wow, that was like, you know, that was amazing. It's a big thank you to all of you for supporting me, for watching the videos, for liking, sharing, stuff like that. It all makes a big difference. I'm getting a haircut today because my hair is just way too long and it's falling all over the place at the moment. Ah, theme for... Oh, no, George. They are the worst. They are the worst. Hey, Raja. Yeah, well, Raja, the business company name is BATS or Business Analytics and something. Web design, Web Squadron so the company is Business Analytics, but Web Squadron is a branch of Business Analytics. So, yeah, so even though we have the BATS agency as well, to be honest, the bulk of everything is done through Web Squadron now. So yeah, slightly irrelevant, the BATS bit. Hey, Greg, how you doing? Yeah, but Samar, you got sticky header and transparent header in Elementor Pro. I'm not sure why... You say you got Elementor Pro, so sticky header is in Elementor Pro. I don't quite understand what you mean, though. And transparent as well. I mean, we got videos on that on how you can go from non-transparent to transparent. Yeah? Yeah, Richard, something strange happened. 2 days ago, we gained like 200 and something subs in one day, and I don't understand why. And I've checked them out, and they're all real. I don't get what happened. Because, I mean... I don't know if it's related to the SEO video series we put out. I don't know if it's related to that. Or it might even be the ACF repeater. Did you see the ACF repeater video we put out? Hey, you don't need dynamic OO. You got ACF Pro, you got a repeater field. You can now show that on Elementor with a code snippet. Or 3 different code snippets, you pick which one you want. You do not need to use dynamic OO. How many of you or people or whatever were purchasing dynamic OO to show the ACF repeater field inside Elementor on your single post template? Mind blowing, right? Because every time anyone posts a question, I need to show the ACF repeater field on my single post template. Everyone, nearly everyone, was saying dynamic OO, dynamic OO. And then you're paying a premium just for one little thing. ACF repeater. Urgh, how frustrating was that? With a code snippet, boom. Like, I mean, literally, boom. On your single post Elementor page. Like, shit me a shitstorm, everyone. Okay, right, back to the questions. Johnny, I use web, I think you mean WebP. Yeah, I think you mean WebP. I have a lot of image. I can get, the thing is though, Johnny, it might not be just your images. It might not be just your images. So what else is there? Right? So Johnny, if you eat, wait a minute, I've just realized, boom, Johnny, email a link to the website and we'll stick it through PageSpeed Insights and see what we get. Send us a link. Let's double check on PageSpeed Insights because I think you've got more going on. Hey, Michael, I have a really great business opportunity, but one of the managers is not really good to talk, just rude. You have a really good business. What? Do you mean a business opportunity for me, Michael? Who's this for? Contact Form Pro that comes with Elementor Pro is good. Yeah, it is. Uranus, Richard. Thank you very much. And I bet they love it. Okay, Morsin. My Elementor form is not sending emails that I provide. Morsin, what email? Okay, Morsin, question number 1. Who is your host? What is the email address? Right? Have you used post SMTP to check? So there's many reasons. No one here can tell you why your email's not sending. Who's your host? Who is your what's your email address? Is it a Hotmail? GoDaddy and Hotmail do not go well together. Damien, I want to thank you for your bricks build. Hey, nice one. I mean, I've slightly neglected bricks. I'm going to get back into that again very soon. It's just there's always been more and more to say about Elementor. But I will be getting back into the bricks stuff and expanding out with some more videos too. Yes, so Fabrico, that duplicate privacy setting off canvas link. No, that's not a complete duplicate. One of them is I need to just double check because it uses Termageddon. And Termageddon sent me an email about 2 days ago. I haven't looked at it yet. And it's to do with a policy that needs to be updated. Not my fault, it's because a new policy's come out. So that's just based on me doing some things at the moment. But one of them actually is, it brings in the pop-up kind of thing. Yep, Johnny, I got that. Oh, did he, Dave? I can't remember that now. I'll have to dig that one out. GoDaddy doesn't go well with anything. I use SMTP plugin. Your plugin is IONS. Okay, and does that send a test email? Right, okay, Johnny has now sent his website. We're not going to do a review of this website because we've looked at this website before, but what we're going to do is we're going to copy this and we're going to go for Page Speed Insights. Let's just go over here. Let's just pump this website through. And at some point, the results are going to come through. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, Claudius, I think we've only got about 5 more videos of the SEO series. Okay, right. So the desktop is hitting 95%. And the mobile is hitting 5.1. I can pretty much see what the problem is there. So we've got render block. The fast press one. What's this one here over here? What's that? You've got some swap going on somewhere with your styling. But anyway, let's not focus on that. That could make a bit of a difference. Anyway, properly sized images. Right, your images are not sized right. So on your website, you've got this image, right? But the original image is, that's how big the image is. But if we go to your website, let me just open it up again, right? There's the image, right? Look how big that is. That image is, look at that image, okay? Let's look at it. It's about 200, it's about 250 pixels wide. But over here, okay, your image, well, look, the full size of the image, your image is not 250, it is 700 odd-ish, whatever. So your images are the wrong size. In fact, it tells you over here, 683 by 1024. Your images are too big. So you need to resize your images, basically. And I'm just going to double check what else you've got going on. Yeah, so sort out your images. Sort out your images. In fact, your largest contentful paint, what is that? Again, this image over here. This is sometimes a tricky one to get rid of because it could literally be down to lazy loading of the image as well. Hey, Duckett. It could be lazy loading of your image. Hey, Tower Kangas. Hey, John Cyanidis. How you doing? It could be if it's a lazy load of an image, but you need to go and sort these out. I mean, look, there's differences galore here, okay? So on your page, you need to sort out your images, Johnny, and then try again. Then try again. Does a client notice 88% compared to 90? No, Johnny, not really. What you need to do is a real-life test. Go to an incognito window and open the website. Is it relatively quick? Check on your mobile. Then go outside and check on your mobile. Now, if the website is slow when you're on your mobile outside, go to another website. Is that also slow? Go to another website. Is that also slow? Well, then it might just be your broadband or your connections outside, right? So does the website work? And I do think that we over-focus on it. There is a point when you should focus on page speed. If I go to your page and I'm inside and I've got 980 megabits per second, whatever speed, okay, and I go to the website and it is slow, like 7-8 seconds, and it's clearly bloated, that is when your page speed performance is going to make or break user experience. And it's part of today's video in the SEO series about page speed performance. You got to think about it in the bigger picture. Slow website, bad user experience, they're never going to come again. They're never going to visit you again. Oh no, I'm not going there again. You've lost them. So it makes a big difference there. How can I, John Cyanidis asks, how can I split the accordion widget into 2 columns without using, ooh, good question. Good question. I bet there's a way, John. I'm not sure. I'll have to have a think and a play. I bet there is a way you could split it. I bet there is a way you could split it. But then again, you could almost argue, just do 2 separate widgets. And then when you get to the mobile, stitch them together to look like they are continuous. Now, I know what you're going to say here. If you have 2 accordions stitched together and you open one and you open another, you're going to have 2 that are open, right? You want it to only ever be one that is open. So a bit of thinking, I think, would be required there, but I will have a think. Is it good to be aware of the page speed? Yeah, it is, but it matters more when you have a low score. Hi, Idris. Yeah, so Elementor 3.16. There's not a lot of stuff to say about it other than that the grid widget is now available as a widget, which, you know, again, I don't think is a make or break situation, to be honest. Web page. Yes, George, that is actually one of my favorite ones that I use as well. Yeah, that's a pretty good one to use. Should we pop the address into there and see what we get? Let's just see what we get. But anyway, what you need to do is kind of just focus on your images, Johnny. Yeah, exactly what Fabrizio says. It's basically what I said in today's speed SEO video. If it loads up slowly and it's bloated and the videos don't load properly, or you got to wait for them to gen render, or the images, or just something about them, then it can put people off. And user experience is everything in web design, okay? I will compromise the score if I know we've really got to do something to achieve something. So it might be we need to have the carousel there near the top. So you compromise the score a bit. Dave, there are two ways I know to split the accordion, but they'll have different effects. One is with CSS grid. Yep, that's a good idea as well. And the other way is display, block, and column count. I think the problem, Dave, and I think this is where my brain kind of is going, well, there must be a different way, is that you could have two accordions. When you open one, it opens. And then if you don't close it and you go and click here, normally what would happen is if you had an accordion, you open one and then you click again, the previous one closes. Because you have two, open, open. So if they're like that on the mobile, you've now got two that are open. And I bet there's a way, I bet there's going to be a way that you can somehow like something. I bet there's going to be a way somehow. But then again, are you saying though display, block, and column count? I'll have to try that one out. I'll have to try that one out. So I've just got to double check my phone. I think I've just had an email come be. Yeah, got it, Dave. Got it. I'll have to experiment that one, Dave. And you know when you're doing the column count, are you adding in CSS code just to say column? Or are you just sticking in CSS for column? I've just got to reply to this email. Portfolio page. Look, absolutely. I am one of those people that always. I'm just going to have a look at what Dave just said, because Dave might be onto something, actually. So let's just go over here. Let's just go and add in another container. So why wouldn't you want to show prices, basically? So I would always say share your prices. Right, so Dave is saying, if I've got this right, Dave, you are saying, let's just add in loads of items, right? So you got one accordion. And then we go to, let's go to custom CSS and go to selector, column count. That does work, Dave. Dave's got it. Oh, hold on. That was a bit weird, wasn't it? Because it does it. There you go, column count. Dave's got it. Dave has got it. Dave has cracked it. Let's just pop in display block as well. There we go. Dave's got it. No, bit of an issue though, because obviously it's kind of, hey Maddie, how you doing? Bit of an issue there with why it kind of, it tracks it over a bit, doesn't it? Look, so if I click on this one, it drags it over to there. But that is a brilliant solution. So so here we go, Dave's solution. Dave to the rescue, Dave. Good old Dave. There we go. It jumps a little bit there. Sometimes no, that's doing it okay. That's doing fine. That is doing fine. Dave to the rescue. Dave, you're my friend now. Do you know what, Dave? I think I like you now. I didn't like you before, Dave, but now I think I like you. Just going to make a note of that over here. Well done, Dave. I'll have to do a video, Dave. Well, Dave, I'll have to do a video and I'll have to give you recognition and put a link now to your website, okay? There you go. Dave! Nice one. Right. I've just noticed a question coming in from Saman Multimedia. I don't know if you understand my question. I hope you can explain it to me. I want to create a TV show website. Right. So you need to use ACF. Yeah, so what you need to do is you need to use custom fields. In your post, you'll stick in the URL for the trailer, like from YouTube or somewhere else. Then you'll put whatever else you want. And then when you build a carousel for your single post template, your content will be whatever you stick in with the ACF. Yeah? The thing is, though, Saman, saying please, please, please isn't going to help make me give you the right solution, because there's a lot of variables over here with regards to this. But what you got to think about is using advanced custom fields, and we have got videos on that and how you could use it to stick video URLs in as well. And then you could stick that into a carousel or something else. But yeah, hey Maddie, how you doing? Sorry, did I say hey to you or not? I did say hey, didn't I? So yes, Saman, I would say custom fields on your single post, which will be obviously your movie, TV, details, whatever. And then you go and share the link from the URL. Bear in mind, though, that when you share the link, it's probably going to have the word YouTube on there, right? And they might click the link and go over to YouTube. And when they're in YouTube, they're now left your website. That's the big, big problem with using YouTube videos, right? They can click it, go to the YouTube channel or wherever and go elsewhere. So for our course, I will be using videos whereby I'm protecting them, but I'm not using Presto Player because I don't like Presto Player anymore. There, I've said it, fallen out of favor with it. It doesn't really protect, really. And it still has the word YouTube at the top as well, which is double annoying in my opinion. Yeah, the thing is, though, Dave, do you know what, Dave? Every solution we ever come up with, there's always a compromise. There's always going to be oh, that's great, Imran, but what about this? It's a bit like the ACF repeater video I put out on Sunday. My God, if you've not watched that video, you need to go and watch that video. It's wicked. I'm showing you different ways of showing it. And then someone said to me, yeah, but I want to have the code with I want to have it with showing tables. Now then, I have got a bit of code to do that. Oh no, hold on, where is it? Oh no, I've lost it. Oh no, I've lost it. Where's my code gone? No, I've got it. There you go. So I have now got a bit of code whereby when you do the ACF, you can actually show the results as a table. But the way they posed their question, it was like, oh, where's the table? Oh, this is so ridiculous. I can do this in bricks and breakdowns. And I was like, chill out. Because I've just saved you from using dynamic ooh. Hey, Nadia, just like Dave Den, John, do you know what, John? I bet, and I'm not saying you're saying this, but I bet, yeah, that even though that there's a bit of a carryover, that is such a minor thing in terms of the world of compromise. I think this is going to massively help you out, and I can see you're happy with it. But I guarantee you, Dave and everyone, hey, Pigstar, I can guarantee you that once that video goes out, Dave, there's going to be people going, oh, there's carryover. And you know what? Do you know what I now do whenever I get a comment on YouTube where someone is a bit like, you talk too much, or you didn't explain that very well, or I don't like why you did that. I just heart them, because you have to put a reply. If you do not reply, YouTube then says you got this many comments with no reply, no reply, no reply. So you know what I do? I just heart them. I just go, yeah, heart, like, you know, whatever. You know, it's almost like it's almost like my way of saying, I'm not going to bother, I'm not going to reply. By the way, if I ever heart your comments, it's not because I'm being like, I'm just hearting it. It's because maybe I was busy and I just had to quickly clear my notifications. YouTube and their notifications sometimes is a pain in the ass, but I still love it when you do comment and like the videos. Hey, Paul, how you doing? So coming next week, This is still being built out, but this is all coming next week. It's all coming next week. All right. The Learn Web Squadron. It's all coming out next week. I may change that logo because I've done it, and I'm now, when I see it, I'm now not liking it. I'm trying to think of a better way of showing it, but yeah, I'm not overly liking it. But that's all coming out next week. Yeah. So there's what was I saying? I can't remember what I was saying now. What was I saying? Comments, liking videos. And I am going to set the price of this course at $99. I'm putting it out there, okay? $99 I know is going to be stretching the budget for some people in some countries. However, I can't keep offering courses at low prices, mainly because, you know that issue with YouTube I had in June, and I still have it, where they hammer your channel. They're also hammering lots of other people. And I'm not going to mention their names, but they're hammering lots of other people. So if I keep offering courses at lower price points, the effort versus reward cancels out completely. So I've got to generate a bit to make it worthwhile. But $99 I think is a pretty good price compared to what others are charging. Nadia, what issue? Oh, YouTube. Basically, if anyone shares a video and you use the URL link at the top, they class that as an unknown link, even though it's from their website, YouTube. What you need to use is the share link further down. Yes, Dave. Yes, I am. Yeah, I am. Basically. It is. I think every time I think about it, I get quite emotional inside because it's so unbelievably like hurtful what it's done. But I kind of just move on and go, no, you keep producing, you keep doing what you do. You keep doing what you do, right? You don't let it stop you, kind of thing. Samir, how to show horizontal and vertical automatic news scroll effect in news site? Well, your vertical will be standard vertical. Your horizontal, have you seen the video we did, Samar, on the free flow scrolling? Go and dig out our video on YouTube, free flow horizontal scrolling. I've got 2-3 different ways to do it. You go watch that and it will show you how you can move it left to right. Nadia, I will help you with your logo. I think it's the balance. Yeah, it is. It is. Well, to be honest, everyone, right? You see this logo, right? I just quickly created it in Canva. I literally did that about an hour and a half ago. And I'm just trying, and that L sticking up really it's making me go, I'm not liking that. I'm not liking that bit, you know, the L. And when you are working on websites, you might get a logo and go, oh, okay. But when you have it on the page with other content, that's when you realize it doesn't work. And it's like images. You know, you might get an image and go, yeah, okay, we can work with that. It's when it's on the page, and as you're designing the page, it's always in your eye line. You keep seeing it over and over and over again. And that's when it knocks you. That's when it makes you go, no, we have got to change that. The website is worth a lot more than us doing that. Just checking that I haven't had some messages come through with some comments. Hey, Apple. Hopefully today. Have I missed it? No, I've not missed it yet, have I? Apple. I haven't missed it yet, have I? It's today. And I actually forgot about that it is today. Yeah, it's today, 6 p.m. Apple, don't forget. iPhone. What kind of shit are they going to throw out now, do you think? Hey, do you think it will be good or bad or roughly good or roughly bad? Yeah. Thank you very much, Nadia. I look forward to that. Email below. Email below. Yeah, Johnny, here's the thing, right? These are all the upsells you do. Upsell number 1. Finding the best font. Upsell number 2, finding the best images. Upsell number 3, designing your logo. Upsell number 4, writing your content. Upsell number 5, devising and researching your keywords. There are 5. Hey Ben, how are you doing? Those are your 5 upsells. Let's go through that again. I've forgotten what they were now. I forgot my first one. Images. Are you going to get their images for them? Are you going to design the logo for them? Are you going to get their content for them? Are you going to research their keyword? What was the 5th one? What was the first one I said? It's gone out of my head now. The upsell. Fonts, that's it. Fonts. Are you going to find the best font for them? The best images? The best logo? The best written content? What is their research and devise their SEO keywords? Now, the client might say, no, I'll tell you what I want. Fine. They don't pay for that. They don't pay for that. They don't pay for that. So they are your upsells, and they're not even upsells. Don't even call it an upsell. This is part of your website proposal. Right? And if you do itemized proposal, and they look at it and go, well, I can tell you what I want for the font, and I can tell you what the images are. I'll give you the images. Fine. Okay. We knock it off. But inside of there, you might want to clarify that it might be provision of it. In fact, your images goes further than just providing images, right? So there's your 5. You're going to have compress the images, compress the font, WAF2. Have they got a WAF2? Probably not. Have they got WebP images? Probably not. Right? Different sizes in it, logo as well. Have they got a square logo? Well, how are you going to have your favicon then? What are you going to share on social media? Oh, you didn't think of that. Right, we need to now take your logo, and can we, within Canva or Photoshop, can we make it a square version? Maybe just add in a bit of square estate, or do we have to, we got the logo and the word, do we put the symbol and the word, and do we put the symbol above the word? These are all things that you put in your proposal. And if they don't want it, they don't pay for it. But then it means that you don't do it if they've not paid for it. How many times have you designed a website and they all and they're paying for the web design, but you do the logo, you do the content, you go in and research their keyword, you go and get the fonts for them, and you start compressing left, right, center. We do all of these things for free because we feel like we need to. But if you go into a restaurant, right, and you say, oh, I want a burger, but I don't want 1 bit of meat in there, I want 2. They go, yeah, you pay for the double. Oh, I want extra whatevers. Yeah, you pay for that. If you take something out, they might go, well, you took the lettuce out, we'll throw a tomato in for you. Yeah, who cares? They might do. But the majority will say, right, you want something extra, you pay for it. John, just a random question. Do you think making frame are selling enough? I've seen so many videos. Yeah, okay. There's a lot of Figma videos out there that are sponsored. There's a lot of Webflow videos out there that are sponsored. There's a lot of Framer videos out there that are being sponsored. There's a lot of CapCut videos out there, okay? People are buying into the affiliate commission, right? John, did that video have like an affiliate link for Framer? I wonder. I bet it did. So you're going to see there's tons and tons of videos. And you know what's really telling, John? When the video goes out, let me give you an example. Elementor. I could be putting out loads of videos going, Elementor, look, I can drag this, I can drop this, I can add in an accordion. Oh, wow, I can drop in a YouTube video. This is the bee's knees. You gotta get it. Mwah, 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 mwah. And then put my affiliate link in. Or do I actually go in and show you it? Now, a lot of these videos out there, they show you the basics. Hey, look, you can click that and you do that. And now you can add your subtitles, you can export it, you can turn a horizontal video into a portrait. They do all of that. But they're just imitating what someone else has done. How many CapCut videos have you seen where they put the text behind the head? So there's a video and the text appears here. They're all regurgitating the same compound method in CapCut. But they all do it different. But they've never ever done like proper video series over, right? This is how we properly use da 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 da. So yeah, John, you are kind of right about that. What are my thoughts about SEO Shield? I've never used that one, Video Boy. Heard of it, never used it. Dave, I noticed a funny thing today in the Template Monster Awards poll under Elementor. Really, Dave? Do you know what, Dave? Can I be really open with you all? Can I be really frank? I did not know or enter this competition. Can I just go and get the link for it? Because it's somewhere here. Here we go. Let me show you on screen. I did not enter this. I did not enter this, okay? I did not put my name forward for this at all. I found out about it from someone else, okay? So I did not go in on this, and there we are. Web Squadron. I did not put my name in for this, and we got lots of well-respected people. Paul's there. Adam is there. We've got Permaslug there. We've got Living with Pixels there. We've got Lightbox. We've got Mr. Webb. We've got loads of people over here, right? Jeffrey. I'm intentionally just putting out their names there because I'm going, right, I shouldn't say Paul, it's WP Tuts. Right, it's a bit like it says Web Squadron. But if we go back over to all categories, if we go to builders, Elementor is there for builders. Elementor is there for builders. Because when you said that, Dave, I got a bit worried then. Elementor is there. Unless you'd gone past it, maybe. Woolentor. But Elementor is there. Phew. The biggest problem when I struggle with is padding and margin between containers and text. I think too hard. Is there a good standard? I think 20 pixels is a pretty good standard. 20 pixels is pretty good. When it comes to padding, I like to go with 100 and 100. And on my left and right, I like to go with 20 and 20. Right? Big tip I'll show you is if I just go over here, one of my big tips is if I go over here to this one, which is 1140, I have 20 and 20. So when I get to the mobile, I still have the 20 and 20 either side. That's my tip. So my estate is 1000 pixel, but from the get-go, even on the desktop, I'm still adding in 2020. So when I add in 2020 padding on the desktop, even when you get to the tablet or mobile, there's always going to be 2020 there. So I use an estate of 1140 minus 2020 takes me to, sorry, not 1100. So 1100. Sorry, I said that wrong. My estate is 1100, but that's because I've also accounted for the 2020 either side. That's my tip. That's my tip to you, Johnny. And I do cover that in the super course as well, about responsive design. Thank you, Deanna. Thank you, Fabricio. I think someone just voted them because yeah, Dave, it's a funny one, really. I didn't even enter it. Okay, do I care about the template monster one? Not really. I mean, what does it really mean, really? The one I care about, though, is the WP Weekly. So the WP Weekly, they're going to open up their awards probably, I don't know, end of September, I think. I care about that one. That one has more kudos about it. That's where we're all fighting each other. We all want to get in on it. We all want to be the best YouTube channel. We want to be the best community, the best newsletter, the best page builder, the best add-on, the best. We all want to be the best over there. By the way, though, please do not vote for me or Web Squadron unless you really, really want to. You're not going to get anything off me. I'm not going to pay you. There's no prizes. If you feel like, yeah, we want to vote for Imran, go for it. If not, then do not. If you want to vote for Permaslug, vote for Permaslug. If you want to vote for Jamie, go for it. If you want to vote for Kevin and Bricks, go for it. Cracker, Paul, Dave Foy, anyone, right? Whoever you want to vote for, Wiki Design, you vote and you go with your heart and your brain as well, okay? You got to think with both of them. You're going to have preferences, but who's helping you out? Who's helping you make a difference, all right? And if I come 5th, if I come 10th, it's being part of an esteemed list is great. Of course, I want to win it. But I don't want you to vote for Web Squadron if you actually go, well, actually, I prefer to go here. You vote heart and brain, okay? Heart and brain. No, sorry. Brain and heart. Heart and brain. So what do we get or learn in this course? And when is it ready for us, Johnny? It's going to be ready on Monday, mate. So you got to hold on. Hold on. Ready on Monday. Can you drop the link for the vote? Yes, I can. So here's the link for the vote, which is, let me get this right. Here it is. Here's the link for voting in the template monster. Yeah, Richard, it's open for nominations. So I think we've already been nominated. I'm pretty sure we have, because I'm sure I saw something somewhere. By the way, hey, Neek, did I say hi, Nika? I sometimes lose what I'm saying. Muslim Urdu motivation, please suggest me best and useful layout for e-commerce website. Okay, look, my tip to you, Muslim, right, would be 1140. 1280 is going to look crap on a Surface Pro. So anyone that is using the Surface Pro tablet, laptop from Windows, Microsoft, anything over 1200 is going to look ultra shit. Go for 1140 because it means you have a bit of padding coming in and it looks cleaner. Trust me on that. Boxed width. The only time I do full width is if you're going to have edge-to-edge slider or edge-to-edge carousel, or you're going to have a full banner image and you're going to have words inside and you don't mind if it goes all the way across. Or you're going to show off loads of images like in a grid and you want it to fill the screen, then you go with full width. But boxed width wins always from a clean, aesthetically pleasing website. Because look, let me show you an example, right? So this is Template Monster, right? This is a boxed width. Look at the wording as I stretch my screen. You get responsive resizing, but look at it. It's always 4. It's always a grid of 4 columns until you get to the mobile size and all of that. Boxed width, breathing space, right? I don't want to be tight. I don't want to go into a bathroom and I'm like, oh, oops, the basin and then the toilet's there and then the shower and the towel rail is hitting my head and I'm like, how the hell am I meant to have a piss in here? And when you do try and have a leak, you end up pissing all over yourself because you're like this. Not that that has ever happened to me, and I hope it's never happened to you either. But think about breathing space, and that's where the 1140 can make a huge difference. And if you know anyone that's got a Surface Pro, okay, go and build a website that's 1,300 pixels wide, right, as a boxed width, right? And then ask them to look at it. And all of a sudden, your words and images are a little bit closer together. You're 50% or you're whatever, they're like that a bit more. That's why the 1140 works, which is why Elementor actually always have it as default. Why do you think they have that as default? Have you ever considered that? Like, have you ever really thought about why do they do that? 1140? I've got an ultra-wide screen. My God, I can stretch to 3,800 if I want. I will stretch to 3,800. Yeah, because everybody has an ultra-wide screen, right? No. And let's be honest here as well, because so many people say this. By the way, thank you so much, Nika, for that. What someone said to me was, is But on an ultra-wide screen, what if they're viewing the website ultra-wide? Tell me now how many people you have ever seen looking at a website on ultra-wide. How many? What was the reason for them doing that? If there's a reason, I get it. If it's for the content, but how many people have ever done that? I would never, ever, ever view a website on full ultra-wide. I've got my website here. At the minute, I've got my website here. I've got OBS here. And I've got the pop-up chat for the YouTube here. I've got my YouTube statistics over here. I've got my email open there. So whenever someone says to me, oh, but it won't look good on an ultra-wide, you name someone and the website they were looking at, because as long as it's not, you know, like a sneaky, dirty website, I see no reason for them looking at a website on this is a 49-inch. Why would you look at a 40? Why would you use up all of that for one screen? Do you know what? Oh, I mean, Dave, do you know how many times, Dave, someone has said to me, oh, but what you're teaching us is too small for an ultra wide. And I'm just like, I mean, it's a bit like, even with YouTube, if you ever watch a YouTube video on full width and you've gone ultra wide, imagine, right? Imagine, that's your ultra wide screen, right? When you watch a YouTube video on a full screen, it might fill up about that much of the screen, right? About that much. There and there, you're going to get loads of just black. Now, if you're watching it with the lights off and you want it bigger, fine. You can get away with it, but you would never, ever look at a website on a full width screen unless you got a flipping good reason to do that. Hey, take care, B Informatica. So, I really do have my work cut out at the moment. I've got a client's work we finished 2 weeks ago, and now they've come back because they've done something, so we've had to go and fix some stuff for them. Another existing client who's now going to want us to expand their directory website with some extra stuff, and I'm going to charge them. I'm only going to charge them per extra thing. So every extra thing is only 30 quid, which you might think, well, that's quite cheap because it's not hugely time consuming. So I've said to them, look, it's 30 quid per item. So if you want to have 500 items, it's 30 times 500. It will never be that. It's probably going to be, most I think it will be 6 times 36. I think it will be 36 times 30. You can do the maths. It's going to be just over £1,000. But they decide, not me. 30 quid per item, but you decide. You can do it yourself, or we can do it, but you decide on your number. And then I've got this full course, super course for Elementor that we're building out. And I want to have that all ready by Monday kind of thing. So Maddie has just emailed me to say she's having a few. I'll have to get back to you, Maddie, on that. Okay, I'll get back to you on that. I just got to I'm just going to delete some emails. Just bear with me a moment. I've got loads of emails come flooding in, and all of them, delete. Loads of them are spam. Yeah, so got to sort out this course. It's going to take me until Friday, I think. And then I've got to build out the whole, you know, do you know what bit is the most boring bit of any website when it's e-commerce or selling courses? You get really excited, and then you have to do the WooCommerce bit. And then you have to do your price gateway. Then you have to do some other bits and pieces. The most boring bit of any web design is that. No, Chakib, I don't use Divi. But what did you need a tutorial in? I mean, I won't cover it, by the way, but is that because you only use Divi? Is that why? Or was there something specific that you wanted to know about? I mean, my recommendation for you would be to go over to the Web Squadron Facebook group. Don't care what page builder or theme builder you're using. Seriously, you could be using breakdance. It doesn't matter. Go over to that group. Go and pose your question because it sounds... Yeah, George Chakib has just said, is there a Divi tutorial? Which I don't. So I've asked him, go and post your question in the Facebook group and maybe someone might be able to help. Yeah, Maddie, it could well be, Maddie. I mean, you know, I'll have to have a look at that when I get a chance. Ah, Corey Ashton. Yes, she does use Divi, doesn't she? I forgot about her, actually. Big mistake. I forgot about her. Yeah, you got a full license in Divi. You know, if you have a particular problem and no one else can help, join the Facebook Web Squadron group. And I'm sure we can comment on there with helping you out a little bit. Now, I have been live for 1 hour, 9 minutes. I hope you're smashing the like button. I am now going to jump off and carry on with my web designing of my web design website. Basically, I just want to crack on with it. So I hope you've enjoyed today. I should hopefully be back. Yeah, go. Fabrizio's there. If you got any questions, he'll jump in. Look, he's pretty skilled there. You know, he's got a pretty wide skill set over there, so he could be the person to link in with. But jump over there, Chucky. I'm going to jump off now. And I should hopefully be back tomorrow. Hopefully. Depending on how far I get with the course. But please do, Chakib, can you go over here? I'll see you all tomorrow. And big thanks to Dave, if Dave is not here, for that solution for the accordion. And I will get that done as a video. In fact, I might record the video now while I'm live. While I've got the camera on, I'll quickly record it and try and get it out as soon as possible. Take care, everyone. See you all soon. Stay alive.